Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
Greetings, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health and vitality and well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we're here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system, the human body is a healing system, it's a regenerating system, and it is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition, prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we welcome your phone calls here on The Bright Side, 844-236-6010. We'll get your calls a little bit earlier. The phone lines have been lighting up the last couple of weeks, and I want to try to squeeze in as many calls as possible. I want you guys to see how simple and how easy health can be, how simple and easy it can be to reverse whatever your chronic degenerative disease crisis is. And you guys, I cannot emphasize this enough. I've seen this over and over and over and over again. Blood pressure drop, weight, people losing weight and feeling better, more energy, better sex life, just all kinds of markers of health and wellness, blood sugar, etc., can improve once you start to incorporate these strategies. Let us into your life. Let us show you how easy this can be. Blood sugar, by the way, is especially easy to correct. I've gotten, since Doc Wallach was on George Norrie a couple of nights ago, and he must have said something. I didn't listen to the interview, but he must have said something about diabetes, because I'm getting all kinds of letters about blood sugar and diabetes, and I want you to know that while diabetes is the third leading cause of death, and if you factor in all the heart disease and cancer that's caused by blood sugar problems and dysglycemia, it could very well be that blood sugar issues are the #1 cause of death in this country. And it's so tragic because it's so easy to control and reverse without drugs, without doctors, without the medical model, by simply using good nutrition and nutritional strategies. Diabetes, blood sugar issues, dysglycemia are almost in this fashion voluntary. We have to want them. We have to want these issues. And if you don't want them, let us show you how easy it can be to lower your blood sugar, to reverse your diabetes. And make no mistake about it, diabetes is a process. Dysglycemia, messed up blood sugar, is a process. That means it's reversible. I don't like using the word cure. It's not cure because there's nothing there. A cure refers to something that's permanently and then miraculously permanently there and then miraculously changes. That's not what's happening when we correct blood sugar problems. We're simply reversing a process that is continuously occurring. In any case, it's super easy to do using the B complex, chromium, vanadium, reducing your intake of blood sugar spiking foods. And we can help you do that. 844-236-6010 is our number today and every day on The Bright Side. If you're interested in purchasing any of the longevity products you hear us talk about on the program or recommend, call the Bright Side Ben phone team, 866-735-2470. Or you can head over to my blog, pharmacistben.com, or brightsideben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. You can order right off the website, or you can click on the Join the Team link and join the Bright Side Ben team and help change lives yourselves. Do what I'm doing here. It's so easy to do, and you can make some money while you're doing it as well. Wouldn't it be nice to make money while you're helping people? Wouldn't it be nice to make residual income, a check coming in every month, just for helping people get their health straight, just for helping people get on a good nutritional supplement program like the one designed by Dr. Wallach, you can click on the Join the Team link, or you can call the phone team, 866-735-2470 for a one-time $10 fee. You can start yourself a longevity business and earn thank you checks and get your products at the wholesale price, etc. They can tell you all about it, 866-735-2470, or hit the Join the Team link at brightsideben.com or criticalhealthnews.com or pharmacistben.com. Okay. We've been talking about anxiety and its relationship to nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is super duper important. A case could be made. It is, well, I don't want to say it's the most important chemical in the body, but it's right up there, certainly. And there's a relationship between anxiety and nitric oxide. Nitric oxide signals an emergency to the brain. Nitric oxide levels go up when there's some kind of invader into the body. Sugar can make your nitric oxide levels go up, and the brain will then read the elevated nitric oxide, and it will set up anxiety or some kind of jitteriness or some kind of emotional sensation that we'll interpret as an emergency. In other words, the brain will read the nitric oxide and say, emergency, emergency, get the heck out of the situation, and we may interpret this as anxiety or even depression for that matter. And by the way, all of this connection between nitric oxide and mental health has not been missed by drug companies. Drug companies are always looking for new mechanisms and new drugs, and now drug companies are exploring, of course, anti-anxiety medications and antidepressants that work by inhibiting nitric oxide pharmacologically, and of course that means poisoning the body. Make no mistake about it. If you're on a prescription drug, you're poisoning the body. That's how these things work. I'm not talking here hyperbolically or metaphorically or poetically. I'm talking literally. They poison the body. Nitric oxide poisoning is now becoming one of the targets or one of the approaches of drug companies, especially when it comes to anti-anxiety and antidepressants. Nitric oxide is involved in inflammation, anti-inflammation. It's part of the wound healing process. It helps keep nerve cells firing. It's one of the most important components of the circulatory system. It's how blood vessels open up. This stuff is incredibly important. We've only known about it for 20 years, at least literally. We knew something was there, but we didn't know it was nitrogen that was doing all this stuff. Nitrogen via nitric oxide. Nitrogen's absolutely amazing, amazing stuff. I know I'm kind of an element or chemistry geek, but to a chemistry geek, oh my God. We'll talk about nitrogen here in a little bit when we talk about nitrates and nitrites, if not today, probably tomorrow. All right, one of the most fascinating roles for nitric oxide involves chemical warfare. Yes, chemical warfare that's taking place inside our bodies. There's a constant chemical battle that's going on between our cells and invaders. Our cells and bacteria and viruses and funguses and yeast. Nitric oxide, as it turns out, is one of the ways our cells, the cells of our defense system, our immune system cells, address pathogens, disease-causing living entities that enter into the blood. Nitric oxide is it's chemical warfare. It's shot out of cells. It's sprayed out of cells. We talked about how nitric oxide is sprayed out of cells to open up blood vessels, that way enabling the circulatory system to drain away toxins and to allow white blood cells to get to the areas of the invader. But it turns out that nitric oxide is also a toxic gas for microbes. Cells will spray out. This is so amazing. Nitric oxide is actually chemical warfare made by cells to kill bacteria, to kill microbes, to kill pathogens. It's part of our body's chemical weaponry against invaders. Now, I'm telling you, this is the coolest thing. At the microscopic, submicroscopic levels of our cells, there's this battle going on, and when an invader enters into the body, the cells will spray out this chemical weapon, nitric oxide. And it's not just immune cells, by the way, that can produce this toxic gas. Muscle cells can produce this toxic gas. Heart cells can produce this toxic gas. Bone cells, skin cells, the cells that make connective tissue. Liver cells, pancreas cells, brain cells, even your brain cells make nitric oxide to kill invaders. How amazing is this? The cells of our body that ordinarily are bone and muscle and form the structure, they moonlight. They got a dual role. They produce nitric oxide to kill pathogens and invaders that may enter these different organs, the liver and the pancreas and the brain. So in other words, via this manufacturing capability, the ability to make nitric oxide, This element, nitric oxide, this defensive chemical, is spread throughout the body. It's misted throughout the body to purify it. You think nitric oxide is important? Oh my God. There is so much stuff about nitric oxide, and upregulating nitric oxide is something we should all be thinking about. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back right after this.
Did you know every woman will layer on 14 pounds of toxins in use of cosmetics alone? Unfortunately, top brands women rely on to look their best may be hiding harsh chemicals that have been linked to cancer, organ failure, and birth defects. Longevity Minerals, an all-natural beauty line that heals your skin from the inside out. Try it today at www.morethanhighhills.com. That's www.morethanhighhills.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Hi, John Hubner from Midas Resources. Are you tired of watching your hard-earned assets dwindle away? As government spending is out of hand and the Federal Reserve is creating in excess of $20 billion a week, are you tired of stockbrokers gambling away your hard-earned money? Is this market a setup for a crash greater than 1987? Too many of today's policies resemble those that led to the collapse of 1929. This is John Hubner, and that was me in 2007. And we all know what happened when the subprime credit bubble burst. By March 2009, the dollar lost 50% of its value. The entire U.S. banking system was on the verge of collapsing. Like all financial problems of the past, is history about to repeat itself? Call me, John Hubner, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 129, before it's too late to protect yourself. Will the oncoming catastrophe take all private IRAs, 401ks with it? There is a way to protect your hard-earned assets. Call me, John Hubner, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 129.
It's no secret that government and big business buy in bulk and get huge discounts not available to the little guy. Until now. Introducing a breakthrough crowd buying website where people can join together, buy in bulk, and get massive discounts on millions of popular products. It's TogetherSave.com. TogetherSave.com. You can save 20, 30, or even 50% off tablets, smartphones, cars, appliances, textbooks, sports equipment, video games, and much more. All with free delivery. Check it out. TogetherSave.com. Visit now and start group buying today at TogetherSave.com.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
Okay, we're back on The Bright Side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific, 10 to 11 Central Time, 24/7 on our archive page at brightsideben.com. Thanks for joining us today. We're on the air let's see, what was I going to tell you here? We're on the archive page 24/7 at brightsideben.com, and we're talking nitric oxide here. There's a really cool book really cool book called The Silent Revolution in Cancer and AIDS Medicine that is not exactly a nitric oxide volume, if you will, but it's got a lot of good stuff about nitric oxide. Nitric oxide, I'm reading here from chapter 2 in this book, The Silent Revolution in Cancer and AIDS Medicine by a guy named Heinrich Kremer, Kremer. Gaseous nitric oxide as a bioenergetic regulator within and between living cells. The gas war between humans and microbes. It turns out that nitric oxide, regulating nitric oxide, can be an important part of keeping your immune system strong when it comes to AIDS, immune deficiency syndrome, and when it comes to cancer. Continuing with this from this book, The Silent Revolution in Cancer and AIDS Medicine, the research, quote, the research explosion of experimental and clinical nitric oxide research leads to the revision of disease theories and treatment strategies in many important areas of medicine, including immunology, infectious disease, hematology, oncology, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, hepatology, sepsis, that's dirty blood, lung research, tuberculosis research, organ transplantation, rheumatology, brain and nerve research, MS research, stress and hormone research, sleep research, and sexual medicine. This is all nitric oxide. This is all stuff that's regulated by nitric oxide. And this is all stuff that we've only known about in the last 20 years. So if you're still under the illusion that nitrates and nitrites are a problem, you should know that these elements, nitrates and nitrites, are raw materials for building nitric oxide and in many ways synonymous with nitric oxide because of the rapid conversion of these substances to this incredibly important molecule, nitric oxide. We'll talk about upregulating ways to increase nitric oxide here tomorrow, and then we'll talk about nitrates and nitrites and why, if you're still under the illusion that nitrates and nitrites are these toxic elements that you have to be very, very careful about getting into your body, you're going to want to listen to what we have to say about nitrates and nitrites. It's old science, old bad science, by the way. The whole misunderstanding about nitrates and nitrites. Okay, our number today is 844-236-6010. I'm going to try something a little different on the program because we've been getting so many phone calls. I think it has something to do with, I was on George Norrie yesterday, and also a couple weeks ago, Doc was on George Norrie, and so we're getting a lot of new listeners. Welcome to the bright side if you're a new listener. I want to make sure we get to as many calls as possible. I love doing the phone calls here. I love talking about all this stuff at the beginning of the program, but communicating with you guys and showing you how easy this the whole issue of health can be, and how easy it is to reverse chronic degenerative disease, and how easy it is just to feel great. It's so simple. It's so easy. I want to demonstrate. I want you guys to see. I want you guys to understand how we can apply these concepts to various conditions, real life conditions that you may have. So I'm going to start taking phone calls a little bit earlier in the program. We'll do it today, and then we'll see how it goes. 844-236-6010 is our number. Welcome to the bright side, Laura in Ohio.
Hi. I have a friend who has been diagnosed with Hashimoto's.
Okay.
And deals with hypothyroidism. She has major acid reflux.
Welcome to the club. Many people. Here's the deal.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, here's the deal. Thyroid regulates everything. It's like the engine that runs the wheels of your body, except your body doesn't just have 4 wheels, it's got zillions of them, and they're all run by the thyroid. Just like an engine runs your wheels in your car moves, your thyroid regulates everything. So once you're hypothyroid, everything tumbles out of control. That is the link to all chronic degenerative diseases. A guy named Broda Barnes wrote a book, The Cure for All Illness, I forgot what he called it, but he was a thyroid specialist, Dr. Broda Barnes. And his thesis is all degenerative disease, including cardiovascular disease, etc., follow hypothyroidism. And he was right. But where he missed the point he missed is that hypothyroidism itself follows other things. So once the thyroid breaks down, it makes sense that you have digestive problems, heartburn, and malabsorption issues. And then once you have malabsorption issues, you get holes in the gut and things leak into the blood. And it's just a big disaster. So the key is to address the thyroid for all health issues, according to Dr. Broda Barnes, and in a way, according to me. The thing is, there's things that precede hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism itself precedes adrenal stress, which itself precedes blood sugar problems, or which itself is preceded by blood sugar problems, which is preceded by digestive problems. This is what I call the triangle of disease: digestion, blood sugar, adrenal, thyroid. So if you're dealing with a hypothyroid, and many people are, you're dealing with two factors, and they're linked. Number one, you're dealing with a digestive problem, and number two, you're dealing with a blood sugar problem. And then the adrenals are involved, and then the thyroid. So first things first, you got to focus on the digestive system. Now, digestive health and the thyroid are also linked via autoimmunity. The hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's are considered to be, in many cases anyway, autoimmune in nature. The body attacks the thyroid. But autoimmunity is also a digestive issue. So by taking care of the digestive system, first and foremost, you're going to do a couple of things. Number one, you're going to reduce the input of any toxins that are getting into the blood, initiating autoimmunity. And number two, you're going to support the blood sugar system and the adrenal system, which will help the thyroid. So I'm sorry to confuse things. I hope I didn't. Here's what you do. Focus on the gut. Get yourself or have your friend start to link digestive problems to specific foods, do a food diary, write things down, and then eliminate those foods. Then you're going to want to use the Biolumin Nightly Essence, probiotics, good bacteria, what we call the microbiome, the universe of bacteria that lives in the gut, activate thyroid hormone. They turn on the thyroid. So once you got dysbiosis or messed up gut bacteria, you're going to have a problem activating thyroid hormone. And by the way, Synthroid and many of the drugs they give you for hypothyroidism are not active thyroid hormone. They're less active thyroid hormone, or the weaker version of thyroid hormone. To activate thyroid hormone, you need to have good bacteria. So have your friend getting on the Biolumin Nightly Essence and eating fermented food. So far, so good, Laura? You got correcting?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay,
Yep.
good. Correcting digestive issues, getting on probiotics, and using fermented foods. Then you're going to want to patch up the gut. And that is using things like the Z-radical or the Fucoid Z, noni, aloe, cartilage-containing products, glucosamine, bone soup. Am I giving you too much information here, Laura? This is not just...
Nope.
Okay, good.
I'm with you.
Okay, good. All of these help patch up the gut. So you got the probiotics, you got the microbiome supporting foods, kimchi and miso and tempeh, etc. And then you got patching up the gut with the Z-radical. You notice I didn't say iodine anywhere, did I? That's what everybody will tell you is iodine. That's silly. Yeah. Iodine's important, but that's not how this thing is done. Then the next step is going to be to stabilize the blood sugar. When the blood sugar's messed up, that is, you're on the road to hypothyroidism. So stabilize the blood sugar. Use more protein. Use nutrients that help you process sugar, the sweeties, chromium and vanadium, all the B complex, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Get your friend on the Healthy Start Pack, in addition to the Biolumin Nightly Essence. Then you're going to want to start to practice relaxation techniques, because once the adrenal glands are jacked up, it's a quick hop over to hypothyroidism. So calming the body down, doing deep breathing, taking hot baths and hot showers, massages, mental and emotional strategies, meditation, yoga, all of these things can help calm the body down. Hang tight, because there's a couple more things, Laura, I want to tell you, okay? Don't go away.
Thank you.
All right. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. Got a line open for you, 844-236-6010. We're going to try to get to all our phone calls today. And if you got questions about health, nutrition, or prescription drugs, or the longevity products, let us help you out. 844-236-6010.
Worried about getting sick and feeling terrible for days or even weeks? You need Immudyne for a healthy immune system. Why get sick and bother with products that just don't work? For just $1 a day, Immudyne is all natural and safe for all lifestyles. Call 866-257-8668 to buy now before it's too late, before you get sick. Or go to IMMUDYNE.com, Immudyne.com, or call 866-257-8668.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Yeah? Did
you want to see me, sir?
Well, I did, but now that I do, I'm not so sure.
Sir?
Johnson, I got a mission for you that could change your life.
Oh, good, sir.
It involves traveling halfway around the world without so much as half a clue of where you're going or what you're going to do when you get there.
Situation normal, sir?
Uh-huh. But I'll be leading this mission, Johnson, so I'll be telling you what to do.
You, sir?
That's right, Johnson, and I say first things first.
Oh, good plan, sir.
And what I say is first is food. Always remember that, Johnson. Food is a big deal.
Sir, my brother-in-law can get us a really good deal on some surplus MREs.
Johnson, if you've got half a brain and that empty head of yours, you'll call the freeze-dry guy like I did. That food is better for you, it rehydrates faster, and it's good, Johnson. And it keeps for up to 30 years.
Will we be gone that long, sir?
I hope not. Now get your supplies organized and meet me down to the pier at dawn on Sunday. We sail at sunrise.
Yes, sir.
This adventure is brought to you by the Freeze-Dry Guy. Call 866-404-3663 or visit freezedryguy.com.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99 and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
UnseenNow.com, proud sponsor of GCN. Unseen Now's unparalleled encryption tools keep your communications secure. GCN.
On the bright side, we're talking to Laura. Laura, you there, ma'am? Laura in Ohio. I don't know if we still have Laura.
Yes.
But hi, Laura. Okay, by the way, the book I was telling you about before we went to break is called Hypothyroidism, the Unsuspected Illness. It's written by a guy named Broda Barnes. And Broda Barnes was a physician. He died about, 30 years ago or so. And he studied the hormone system, the endocrine system, and he was really a thyroid specialist. And his conclusion after studying the thyroid for decades is that all disease follows hypothyroidism. And he's absolutely correct. All degenerative, chronic disease follows hypothyroidism, and he's correct. But what he missed was the fact that the thyroid itself becomes suppressed secondary to or following digestive issues and blood sugar issues and then adrenal issues. So if you're going to address hypothyroidism, you got to focus on the digestive system first. That is the probiotics especially, good bacteria, fermented foods. Then you're going to patch up the gut with the glucogel caps and the Z-Radical. You can use aloe and noni and bone soup and cartilage-containing products, etc. And then you're going to also start to stabilize the blood sugar with more protein. Coconut oil, I know there's some controversy around that. I'll address that here probably today or probably in the coming days. Coconut oil, whey protein, using nutrients that help you stabilize sugar. Interestingly, all the nutrients that help you stabilize sugar are also good for the thyroid. Chromium, vanadium, zinc, vitamin A. And then calming the body down using adrenal strategies. Nutrients for the adrenal glands include the B vitamins, especially B12 shots. Your friend should definitely have some B12 shots. I would anyway. Anybody with hypothyroidism can benefit from B12 shots. Let's see what else. The B complex in general, of course, iodine is important for the thyroid, although it is not like a magic medicine for the thyroid. Vitamin A is important for the thyroid, as I said. Essential fatty acids are important for the thyroid. You can go get thyroid glandulars if you're going to use a medicine. If you're going to use a prescription, probably Armour Thyroid is the way to go, not Synthroid or something like Synthroid, which, as I said earlier, is the inactive form, so-called T4 form of thyroid hormone. Does that help you, ma'am?
Yeah, she's actually, her T3 drops, her doctor put her on like 0.25 micrograms of Synthroid. Yeah.
Well, that's dumb. It's not T3, it's T4. So, that's just the craziness of the medical model. Thanks for your call, Laura. I hope we helped you out, okay?
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it, man.
God bless. Have a beautiful day. Carl, the Truth Raider, welcome to the bright side. What's up, buddy?
Good morning, Ben. How are you today?
I am good. What's going on with your voice? Did you swallow a frog?
Yes, I kind of get up deep here. I mean, it's growing deeper as time goes on.
All right. What's going on?
But the folks love it up there. That's what I heard. They said, boy, he should have his own radio show.
I'm thinking you should, Carl, the Truth Raider.
I'm working on it. I'm working on a program here called Metro East that has access television, has green screens and radio station studios and practice.
I predict big things for the Truth Raider. I can see it now. Truth Raider.
We'll find out what it's all about later on. We'll see.
What's up, Truth Raider?
We'll see.
Talk to me.
Okay. Today I want to share a testimony.
Testimonial or a testimony? We're not in court.
It's a testimonial.
Okay.
Testimonial.
All right.
And it's about zinc.
Okay.
About Beyond Tangy Tangerine.
Okay.
And the benefits of taking that in conjunction with colloidal silver drops.
Okay. For what? What are you thinking? What's on your mind there? How does that relate?
Well, we all know that they're dousing us in the atmosphere with chemtrails.
Okay.
And all kinds of properties and dangerous properties in the atmosphere, and we're breathing that in. So what I've done, each and every time that they've been doing it recently, within a couple of days, I get something in my sinuses. I get a little bit dizzy. I get something in my ear or something I don't feel well, and I'm seemingly coming down with some type of a cold.
Okay.
Or flu.
So you use zinc and colloidal silver?
I'm sorry?
You use zinc and colloidal silver somehow?
Yes. I have a dropper bottle of the colloidal silver.
Okay.
And I put a couple of drops in my eyes.
Huh.
It's uncomfortable, but you've got to do it. Put a couple of drops in the nose, in the ears, and in the mouth. Take some zinc, a couple of tablets of zinc, take some Beyond Tangy Tangerine, likely sip that throughout the day. Within hours, the symptoms disappear.
That's awesome. What kind of zinc?
Just the zinc. I got some stuff from the Nature Health Food Store. That's the actual good zinc.
Picolinate? Is it zinc picolinate?
I believe so.
And how much do you take?
I take 2 tablets.
What's the milligrams, you know?
I have to check on the bottle to see exactly what it is.
No worries. You don't need to do it now, Carl. That's awesome. Colloidal silver, zinc, and the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. You don't get a cold.
That's right. I just sip on it throughout the day.
Thank you. That's our Truth Raider tip. I like that. And I love the zinc for colds is amazing. Zinc lozenges, too, by the way. You might want to try those. Thanks, Carl. Right. Thank you, buddy.
But it attacks all kinds of pathogens. The colloidal silver especially attacks the
colloidal silver is awesome stuff. I agree.
Right.
All right, Carl. Got to move. Thank you, buddy.
You got it, buddy.
Have a beautiful day. God bless, my friend. All right, Mark in Ohio. Welcome to the bright side. What's up?
Hey, Ben. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's going on?
Not a whole lot. While you were away last week, I popped in, was listening to some other shows, and listening to one where they had this device called the M wave or the EM wave. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
E for electromagnetic, EM electromagnetic?
Yeah, it's a heart rate variability monitor.
So tell me about that.
Well, the company is called HeartMath.
Oh, I know HeartMath. I know what you're talking about. It monitors your heart for stress reduction and that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, HeartMath is great, by the way. Big, wonderful. They have a book, the HeartMath Solution, I think it's called. HeartMath is awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. So because I was looking into it, and also too on the show, there was a doctor and another practitioner that were on there. And the guy plays with the heart rate variability while he talks about certain subjects and things and monitors himself.
Yeah.
But the woman that was with him, she was talking highly of Natasha Campbell McBride. And
she's awesome.
And the GABS diet stuff.
Awesome stuff.
They made a statement about GABA that I wanted to get your opinion on.
All right.
They say since GABA is a somewhat larger molecule compared to other aminos, that if you take GABA and you get a relaxing response from it right away, that could be an indicator of leaky gut. I wanted to get your opinion on that.
I hadn't thought of that. I don't know if I necessarily buy that. GABA is gamma amino butyric acid. It is actually made, partially anyway, butyric acid is made in the gut. So I'm not necessarily sure if I'm buying into that. Because butyric acid is already made in the gut, so there's lots of it around. I have to think about that. I can see her point, but I'm not sure I buy into that.
It was interesting, too. And, I do use GABA. I like to spike it with my osteo before bedtime.
And it gives you nice relaxing sleep? Yeah. How about melatonin? Are you doing any melatonin?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I do have some of that around, though, but I don't.
Throw in some melatonin. See what happens. Let us know.
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah, I love GABA. GABA's amazing stuff. I'm not sure if I'm buying into that. I got to do some research. I know what she's saying, but I got to look into that. Thanks for your call, Mark.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, God bless, man. Have a beautiful day.
You too.
All right, let's move on to let's go to Barbara in Texas. Welcome to the bright side, Barbara. What's up?
Hi, Ben. Thanks for taking my call again today.
Oh, did I talk to you yesterday, I believe, didn't I?
Yeah.
Or a couple days.
And can you give me your email again? Because I'm not sure I sent it to the right email. You have several.
I have several, yes. The best email to send me questions on is Ben.
It wasn't a question. You wanted me to send you my number because you were going to talk to me.
Okay, Ben at K for King, S for Sam, C for Cat, O for Oscar.com. Ben at KSCO.com. And give me a few days because the emails start to pile up here. And I'm way behind.
But I got your answers today. He studied under Hal Huggins, dealing with blood chemistry.
Why don't you hang tight, Barb? I got to take a break. Don't go away. We'll get you when we come back, okay? Don't go away, Barb. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben, 844-236-6010. You're listening to The Bright Side.
There's a man named Dr. Joel Wallach who is anything but your typical doctor, both a veterinarian and naturopathic physician. Doc asks, why does the United States spend more money on healthcare by far and still rank 50th in health and longevity worldwide? He believes that people should empower themselves with a basic understanding of nutrition, take charge of their health, and attain optimal health and longevity through nutrition, not by toxic prescription drugs that lead to side effects and more toxic prescription drugs. Doc Wallach's message is resonating with an increasing number of Americans who are waking up to all the big government, big pharma, and big insurance manipulation of our healthcare system. I'm George Norrie, and I like what Doc Wallach is saying and doing to enlighten people about healthcare. Visit criticalhealthnews.com and listen to Dr. Wallach's Deadly Recipes lecture. It makes a lot of sense, and I urge you to join our Critical Health News team. Go to criticalhealthnews.com. That's criticalhealthnews.com.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
It's no secret that government and big business buy in bulk and get huge discounts not available to the little guy. Until now. Introducing a breakthrough crowd buying website where people can join together, buy in bulk, and get massive discounts on millions of popular products. It's TogetherSave.com. TogetherSave.com. You can save 20, 30, or even 50% off tablets, smartphones, cars, appliances, textbooks, sports equipment, video games, and much more. All with free delivery. Check it out. TogetherSave.com. Visit now and start group buying today at TogetherSave.com.
Hi, this is Larry Smith. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. Like when the jeweler ruined my ring and wouldn't do anything about it. But when my Legal Shield attorney called him and told him what my rights were, I received a check for over $2,100. Worry less and live more with lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com or call 855-340-SAVE. Again, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
The Genesis Communications Network is one of America's premier broadcasters of captivating talk radio. We thank you for listening. Now, just imagine, there are thousands of people who are just as passionate about radio as you are. But what you may not realize is how easy and affordable it is to advertise with us. Radio commercials for your business could be heard on hundreds of radio stations across the U.S. every day. We can help you by creating an effective radio advertising campaign for your company. From script writing to producing your commercial, just like the one you're listening to right now. No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective. GCN, proudly sponsored by UnseenNow.com. Find out how to stop Big Brother in his tracks at UnseenNow.com. This is GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. Barbara, didn't mean to cut you off there. What's going on?
No, that's fine. Okay, you know what? I'll send you the notes I took on what he said, what Dr. Carpenter said, as well as he said he's willing to do a phone consult with you.
Now, who are you talking to? Remind me. Bar, I'm sorry. Remind me what you're talking about.
Biological dentist.
Oh, yeah?
Thought that it wasn't good to fast before surgery. He was dealing with having protein levels to build blood and tissue and albumin and white blood cells.
I see what he's saying. He doesn't want you to not have any protein before you do for healing. Is that what he's thinking?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. You want to load up before you fast. You want to make sure you got lots of vitamin C and also protein. He's right. But the fasting immediately before the surgical procedure, I think, is a good idea, and I'd love to have that conversation with your doctor.
All right. And the other, okay, I'll give you.
Is he going to call me, or what's the deal?
I was going to give you his number.
Why don't you shoot me an email with his number? I don't want to call him. Just shoot me an email. We'll communicate, you and I.
Okay, and then the other thing is I have a question.
Yes.
Because earlier in this talk, you were talking about poisoning your body with pharmaceuticals.
Okay.
All right. I have a diagnosis of narcolepsy. I had it since the 90s.
Okay.
A diagnosis.
Okay.
And so in order to stay awake, of course, I take amphetamine salt.
Okay.
And I know that's poisonous.
It's awful poison.
I know.
And major stress on the body. What you're doing is you're forcing your body to feel like it's got an emergency at all times. It jacks up the adrenal glands and its hormones. It duplicates emergency hormones is basically what methamphetamine does. It makes your body think that there's a tiger at the door every minute of the day. Not good.
I only do it when I have.
Well, I'm not ripping you. No, Bart, I'm not ripping you.
I know you're not. I got it. I do. I get it. I'm just explaining that. So I don't do it consistently. I only do it like if I need to drive or if I'm in a class, I can stay awake.
Well, you need it then.
And the only other drug I take or pharmaceutical is amlodipine for high blood pressure.
Well, that's a nasty one. Those are two nasty ones.
So basically, I'm trying. That's why I started the Daniel Fast. I want to cleanse my body and get off of these things.
You want some ideas?
Yeah.
First and foremost, find other symptoms that you can start to work with. Look throughout your body. The fact that you're on a heart medication and you have narcolepsy tells me there's percolating chemistry that you're missing. So you got to look for things, and then you can start to correct. You got to collect the dots before you can connect the dots. You with me? You got to find data points. That means look for digestive problems first. You guys, I'm talking to everybody listening to this program. Look for symptoms that you can start to work with, especially when it comes to the digestive system. Bowel movement problems, gas, bloating, etc. Look for them. See if you can link your narcolepsy to specific foods. That might help you. Or see if you can link your narcolepsy to specific skin issues or perhaps lung issues. See if you can link your narcolepsy to other things going on in the body, and that will start to give you a picture. Triangulate. Get multiple data points. Does that make sense, Barbara, how I explained that?
Can I add something?
Well, no, hang on. Yes, you can, but does that make sense how I explain that? I want you to look for multiple symptoms that we can start to work with. Right now, we don't have any. All we have is the narcolepsy and your heart problems. But if you have heart issues, you probably have blood sugar issues. You very well could have a liver problem. You very well could have a digestive problem. And these are opportunities for you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think the narcolepsy, they think that it started as a child.
No, it doesn't matter when it started. It's happening now. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's happening now. It's something you're doing now.
One of the things that kicks it off is high-level emotional stress.
Okay, now we're starting to talk. What's happening is your body's not handling the surge of cortisol. So now we're starting to talk, and there's also probably some emotional reasons why when you're under stress, you're like, goodbye, I'm going to bed, even if you're standing up.
Just pumped out.
This is an emotional, subconscious emotional strategy for escape. You know, when you're sleeping, there's no more problems. So it's one of the ways we escape. When blood flows away from the brain, by the way, towards your legs, so you can run away from a tiger. And the stress could be your credit card bill, but your body thinks it's a tiger. So it will divert the blood away from your brain. This is why people faint. You ever see the old comedy movies where somebody hears some bad news and they pass out, they faint? Why is that? It's because the blood is being diverted from the brain. It's being taken away from the... What's that?
Or cataplexy.
All of that is blood being taken away from the brain. So you're under stress, you're under duress from an emotional, spiritual, psychological standpoint. You're just trying to avoid it. And from a biochemical standpoint, the blood is being shunted away from the brain. So what we want to do is we want to get to the bottom of this exaggerated stress response. And I'm guessing you got a problem with the blood sugar and a problem with your digestive system because that's always underneath everything. Barb, I got to move on. Focus on digestive health. Look for multiple symptoms. Maybe stabilize your blood sugar. Practice healthy relaxation techniques like deep breathing, and then and see how you do. Of course, a daily supplement program, a nutritional supplement program that you use every day is a must-have. And then when you send your email, put your phone number there, and you and I will have a conversation. I'd love to talk to your dentist. Okay?
Thank you so much.
God bless you, my dear. Have a beautiful day. Okay, let's move on to Lori in Montana. Welcome to the bright side. What's up? Lori, going once.
Hello.
Hey, Lori. Hi, what's up?
Oh, well, I was wanting to know about the digestion issue because I know you talk about it a lot.
A lot. This should be called the digestion side because that's really what this is all about.
I agree. But I have always had issues with digestion my entire life.
That's such good news, Lori. You have no idea what great news that is. Why? Because it's easy to correct, and that means every other health. You got to have other health. If you've had digestive problems all your life, and I'm not psychic here, okay? If you've had digestive problems all your life, I guarantee you have other issues too. You probably have heart problems. You probably have weight problems. You may have mental health problems. I don't know what they are, but you got other problems, correct?
Oh, yes, I do. As a matter of fact, what it is just the reason I called was because you said something about the thyroid, adrenal, inflammatory, autoimmune, sugar issues.
You got all that.
Those are the things I'm wrestling with. I don't do doctors, so I have never had anybody say, okay, this is what's wrong with you.
Let's fix you right now. I'll change your life right now, okay? You're like a poster child for the triangle of disease. Do you understand how that works? Digestion, then blood sugar, then adrenal thyroid? How I explain that?
Yes, you explained it very well.
Okay, you're a poster child for it, which is great news. Awesome news, because you can correct it as soon as you hang up the phone. Start to work on your digestive system. Get yourself the BioLumin Nightly Essence today. Call 866-735-2470. I wouldn't even wait 30 seconds after you got off the phone before I did it. the Biolumin Nightly Essence. You might want to throw in the Fucoid Z to patch up the gut. Digestive enzymes after your meals with a little apple cider vinegar. There's lots of other things you could do. You could do lecithin, bile salts, tons of other stuff. Fermented foods, of course. Focus on the digestive system. Start to practice intermittent fasting. See if you notice that you feel better after a fast. And then when you introduce foods again, start with your favorite foods and see if you notice you feel worse. Guarantee you will. Gluten may be involved. Dairy may be involved. Eggs may be involved. Cheese may be involved. There's all kinds of stuff. But you're going to find out what that is, and you're going to immediately start to feel better. Then you want to stabilize the blood sugar. More protein, more good fat, essential fatty acids, the ultimate EFAs, get on the Healthy Start Pack. I mean, I could give you a ton of things, but this is a great place to start. And then learn to activate the relaxation response, the parasympathetic response. Practicing deep breathing, immersion therapy, where you get a hot tub. I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over again. I hope you guys aren't getting bored. But this is so important. And I want you to see how I say the same thing over and over again. This should be the best news ever. This is why I call the program The Bright Side. We can reverse it all. And we're all the same in a way. We're all generic in a way. We break down generically. You don't need a specialist. The only reason for a specialist, the only reason we need specialists is for specialists. Only specialists need specialists so they can pay their bills and their mortgages and send their kids to college. But that's not our responsibility. So you understand what I'm saying? It's generic. Digestion, blood sugar, adrenal. Go ahead. Anything else you want to say?
Yes, I have a question about the fasting issue and about the digestion of proteins.
Okay.
Because there's some proteins that I don't have a trouble with,
and others
that I don't have trouble with, and then all of a sudden I have trouble with them.
Well, protein is going to be the most complicated food. It's the most complex food. It's the most allergenic food. So it makes sense that you'd have issues with some proteins and perhaps not with others. Use digestive enzymes with the proteins you have problems with, and that may help. You may have to avoid those proteins entirely. You're going to have to play with it a little bit. So protein's very important. It's the most important of all the nutrients. So, and we'll talk about this a little bit tomorrow. So you got to make sure you're getting your protein. Look for one you can handle, and keep in mind that you're going to get protein everywhere, even in broccoli and vegetables. You'll get some protein. So look for protein that you can use. Ideally, it's going to be animal protein because of the growth factors. The dairy, dairy's phenomenal. Good dairy, like the Beyond Organic dairy, and then also egg protein as well, whey protein, even meat protein and fish protein, but you're going to have to see what you could do. There's also a product called C-Vive, which is kind of pricey, but it's a processed protein, a hydrolyzed protein that sometimes people can use if they have digestive problems. Lori, I'm out of time. Call back tomorrow or shoot me an email, ben@ksco.com. Again, I apologize if I left you on hold. Call back tomorrow. Let our call screener know that you're on hold, and we'll get you first up. Thanks for listening, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Check out my website, brightsideben.com, and join the Brightside Ben team. Help change lives yourselves. 866-735-2470 is the phone number for the Brightside Ben phone team. Tell me you want to join the Brightside Ben team. We'll talk to you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful, spectacular day. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Bye for now.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Worried about getting sick and feeling terrible for days or even weeks? You need Immudyne for a healthy immune system. Why get sick and bother with products that just don't work? For just $1 a day, Immudyne is all natural and safe for all lifestyles. Call 866-257-8668 to buy now before it's too late, before you get sick. Or go to IMMUDYNE.com, Immudyne.com, or call 866-257-8668.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a Wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610 or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Walland Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Walland Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall and Associates. 1-800-425-4610.